Hey there everybody, I am out here at Skybase. I just put in some new machines over there. I'm going to show you those in just a minute, but first I'm putting in one more machine right here, and I've got all the boring stuff set up, and now I'm going to put in all the technical stuff, so let's get to it. As you can see down there, I've got a little bit of a vault, nothing too big, but nothing too small. It'll hold a good amount. We've got some water right here, we've got 2 observers, and we've got a piston. Now I'm going to put some redstone right there, and then a lever right there, and if I turn that lever, we can see we've made a pulse clock going right there. One of the easiest pulse clocks in the game to make. Let's turn this off really quick, take a dispenser and put it right there, and I'm going to take a hopper and put it right there. Next I have a chute that I'm going to place right here because this is a barrel I already set up with a ton of bone meal, and it should be filling it up now. Yep, sure is. Next I need to put some dirt here, and I might as well just fill in this little hole with dirt, and let's go ahead and cover it up. Let's give it a quick test. We should see bone meal trying to spit out, and we do. The system is going to work perfectly, so let's go ahead and case it back in. And we're going to use our hoe on this dirt to make it farmland. We need it to be farmland so the block's smaller so the hopper can pull items through it. And that's why we had put this water in the corner. It's to keep this as farmland and not let it become dirt again. And we're going to put a sweet berry bush on this farmland because it's one of the great ammos for the potato cannons. It's considered the shotgun of ammo. And I've got one placard, I'm going to put it right there, and a berry on it so we know what this farm's about. And I might as well put a little bit of decoration on it like that. And now that we've got this system over here ready to go, I need to encase the bush so that we don't get any berries going in our inventory just into the vault. Okay, so now we got our bush mostly encased. We still need to access it from this side, but we're going to use a little trick here. Normally I'd use snow carpet, but we've got these cool coins that do the same thing. So I'm going to fill these up until there's just a little bit of room showing. That should be enough room to farm the sweet berries, but not let the sweet berries escape and get caught in our pockets. So let's turn this system on and see if it works. Yep, everything's working. There we go, we got sweet berries for days. I'm gonna AFK really quick, we'll come back in a few minutes and see how much we've got. All right, we're back. Let's take a look how many we got in just a short time. We've got over 3,000. That's awesome. We're gonna have so much shotgun ammo, we're never gonna have to worry about it again. And really quick, let's take a look over here. We have a very similar farm. We turn this on and we can farm glowberries for days. And we already have over 3,000 glowberries as well. Glowberries is another great ammo for the potato cannon, and it'll highlight your target just like a spectral arrow would. And we also put in this little system right here. Now this bit is just the power going to the system. But over here, we have our existing lava farm. And we had this depot where we could collect our lava bucket. Well, now I've also added this system in so we could create blaze cakes. And as you can see, we've got quite a bit already in here. I've turned on the lava and now we can see it's filling up the blaze cakes. They're spitting out into the system and filling up nice and quick. And this bit of the system up here is what makes the blaze cakes. We have cinder flour, sugar, and eggs. And that mechanical press up there will pound them into blaze cake bases if I turn that switch on. It's now filling up the inventory with even more blaze cake bases so we can keep producing these blaze cakes. This is a great little system. And finally, before we get to our bigger build, you may remember these 2 farms over here. We've got the sugarcane farm and the netherwort/wheat farm. Well, in a recent update to the Create mod, this farm broke and it's been sitting useless. So I finally tore out all the mechanics and I reworked the system. Now we got new farms going. So let's take a look at what we have here. You can see this radial arm is constantly spinning around, harvesting whatever it's harvesting. And then as it goes around, it'll dump off anything it collects over there. First floor, netherwort. The second floor, we have beets because beets are the machine gun of ammo for the potato cannons. And then we have carrots because it's one of the best damaging ammos for the potato cannon. And finally, potatoes because baked potatoes cause fire damage. You may notice I'm talking a lot about potato cannon ammo. That's because ever since the last episode and our arena battles, I have been obsessing over the arena itself. I've got all these plans and I think I can make it better. But the mid-season break for us is coming soon because we have some secret projects planned coming up, and we're going to take a mid-season break on this series, but it's not going away for good. It's just a short little break. But I want to make sure I have my arena plans in place well before we take that break, so we can have another battle in the arena. And I will reveal all of that later. But I've got another build to get to. You see, I want tea. It's time to make some builder's tea, and we're gonna make a brewery for it right on the outside of Skybase. So let's do that. It's a day later from that time lapse, and I have finished decorating the area around the build. Let's take a look at some of the decoration that you didn't see in the time lapse. We've got this new gate that's gone in that surrounds this outer area, and it shows off a bit of our branding for our flag for this season. You can see we've got this nice little dock out here, all cozy. Looks like something well used by the locals, and it goes off over into this path. And you can see this path travels along all the way over to the trader area. And I've decorated it the whole way along. You can also see we've got brick flooring over here. It's a little messed up in spots. It's older, and it's starting to bridge together that outside nature to the industrial factory area. Over here, you may remember this fuel tank I put in a couple episodes back to fuel the smelter system. Well, you also see we have an extra one back here, except this is an empty one. It's no longer in use, it's been discarded, and it's probably gonna rot away here with time. All right, now that we've got a good overview of everything, let's take a look in here. Starting on this side, we can see this cow produces all of the milk we need to make the tea. The milk buckets come out here, they get drained into the drain. When their buckets are empty, they land on that ejector and flipped back up into the system. And when the machine needs it to make tea, it will pull it through this pipe down below. Just like this pipe over here from this barrel. This is our water barrel. We mix milk, water, and leaves to make the tea. And finally, the big vat, the big barrel of tea is right here. It's full of tea. As you can see, we've got plenty of it. And we got spare bottles over here to get plenty more tea if we ever need it. Over here, this is our drop-off system for our materials. Fuel that the system needs goes into this barrel here, and leaves go into this barrel here, and they get dropped down into the system below. Speaking of this system below, why don't we go ahead and take a look at how it works. These copper casings have pipes inside of them, and they're coming from the vats above. Water comes in from here, milk from here, they get mixed into this basin down there, leaves come in from there, and then they all get mixed together in this basin and spit out into the tea barrel. So now we have plenty of tea, and it's a really great drink. Let's take a look at what it does. Builder's tea, the perfect drink to get the day started, motivating and saturating. Well, saturation is nice. You can get all the saturation you need by drinking these, but it doesn't add to hunger, so you can keep filling up your saturation, which is kind of cool. But the real draw is the motivation. Yep, that's haste. It's a 3-minute haste potion, which is pretty awesome. We have gotten quite a lot done in this episode, but I wasn't done just yet. You see, Skybase needs a new power source. It needs an upgrade, and it has gotten it. This is the Mark II reactor of super power generification. Yep, something like that. It's technical, I don't know how it all works, but it's a reactor that will power Skybase for eternity. This thing is as high-tech as it gets. I think it's time we finally turn it on and get Skybase some maximum power. All right, let's power this reactor up We need a diamond block inserted into the system, and Skybase has reached a new level of power. Yep, we are now powered by diamonds, folks. Look at that. Infinite diamond blocks pouring into the lava, powering our system like never before. Well, you may wonder how this is happening. It's actually a little bit of a secret, but I did make a video on it, and it's right over there. So if you want to know what's happening here, why don't you check it out? As for now, for me, I'm a little tired. I'm gonna go get some rest and then hit everything fresh and new tomorrow. So take it easy, everybody. I'll see you later.